and welcome to Star Wars Collector's Corner. I'm Darthozzie, and this is one of the showcases of showing you how the toys that were made by Hasbro through the ages have really worked, how well they work, how well they're built, what they can do, what the playability is like. Just a little bit of background. I'm a Star Wars collector, have been since 1978. And right through I've tried to collect as many different things as I can. I'm an Australian, obviously, from the accent, but I'm also a completist, which means I look for not only full sets of everything that were brought out at whatever time it happened, but I'm also going back now and trying to fill in any gaps that I may have missed. I'm using lists that I get online, and I'm trying to make sure that I get every variation of everything that comes out as well as the full sets. So that's just a little bit of a history, and you can see behind me some of my stuff. From time to time I'll move the camera in different directions and show you other things, but I'm trying to complete my sets and put everything in the order that they were released from basically 1978, when the first lot of Star Wars stuff came out, right through to when the re-releases happened in 1995 and beyond. So probably way over in the background is some of the more recent stuff, but starting in my man cave here, I work right around and get things all the way around. What I'm going to try and do though in these videos is to give you an idea of the types of things that came out, play sets, figures. I really concentrate on play sets and figures, a little bit of ships, a little bit of creatures, but mostly the carded figures and play sets, as well as some loose stuff. And one of the ones I want to show you today, the first time, is Queen Amidala's Naboo Starship, the Royal Starship. These ships came out back when the Phantom Menace first came out. It was a very big deal to get one of these. These were, in Australia here, up around the $300 mark, so they were quite expensive, and therefore probably not a lot of people went out and bought them. They have a lot of features in them, so I'm going to go through a lot of the features with you, but first of all I want to also tell you that down the track what I'm going to do is introduce a little helper here to show off how these toys worked and what their capabilities were. This is an electronic toy, so it actually has buttons, allows you to press buttons and make sounds, but it does a lot more than just make noise. This ship can do quite a few things and has a very good area inside it that allows you to play with the toy, not just look at the toy. Obviously for collectors, I'm not really playing with them, so I'm going to bring in someone that can do exactly that for you. Okay, so I've brought my little buddy here. He's an 8-year-old and he knows toys. So we're going to go through this and have a look at exactly what this ship can do, aren't we, mate? Mm-hmm. Right, first thing I want to show that this ship has little panels on it. Alright, so you can open things up, open this one, and show what it does inside. Now, it comes with all of the chairs, so you can sit them up and you can create a whole little scene here with different figures that you can obviously buy separately. And you can also do this, which is a real bonus. You can pull that compartment out and create a whole lot of new play area. So maybe grab that bit there and see what that is.
Now this is the hyperdrive when it's complete and when it's destroyed.
So the damaged hyperdrive, and you can turn that from one side to the other. It also lights up because there are lights inside this. How about the elevator?
The elevator, it's not like an elevator that you would use, it's an elevator for droids.
So in here it comes with a little R2 unit, alright, and the holder for the R2 unit for him to stand up in. And the elevator can go up and can go down, and that allows your droids to come out from underneath the ship. The other thing that they've got a very good sort of playability here is that a lot of the stickers and things that are on here cover over lights, and then the lights shine through the stickers, so you can actually see the inside of the ship lighting up, depending on which buttons you're going to press. It also comes with, and we'll turn it around so that everyone can see. Let's move those things out of the way. Do you want to hold that for a sec? If we turn it around the other way, there is a whole section here, if we open this one up, that shows you the ramp. So the ramp can go down so that your figures can walk in and out of the ship. It comes with a Queen's throne, so you can position that wherever you like. Alright, and then, I'll grab that, in the front, do you want to have a look what's in the front? The very front, the very nose. If you lift that up, close that bit down, alright, if you lift that up, you can see, and this was never in the film obviously, an escape pod. So maybe talk a bit about that.
With the escape pod, it opens up and has a seat for the figures, but the sad thing about it is that droids like this R2 unit does not fit in it. Does not fit in it properly. So if you put his legs properly and put it like that, it doesn't fit because it doesn't have a room for its legs, so its legs get stuck, so it goes like this.
So that's a bit of a design flaw, isn't it?
Yeah.
The other thing that this does is obviously it fires a missile out of the front, and it fits beautifully into the nose cone here, and it has its own little connecting bar here that allows it to clop down. So pop that back on. Now the other thing that this ship came with is its own little droid fighter, alright, a vulture droid. So the vulture droid sends signals electronically to the ship, and it can set off different effects. So some of them, when it's working, and you can see there's a little light that lights up here, when you can fly around the ship in play, you can actually make things happen. And some of the things that happen are that some of the panels pop off. Now over time these have become a little bit harder to generate, to pop off, but there you go, that just popped off, and there's all these coloured lights underneath that light up inside the stickers here. So little panels can pop off, give some more action as you're playing. We've also got a button here that does the same thing, so if you're not using this, you can actually press the button and make that happen. And you've got all 4 buttons at the back here that set off different sound effects with the ship. The ship has landing gear, as you can see, because it's sitting up off the deck here. And some of these buttons actually do different things, so hyperdrive, lighting up the hyperdrive inside, turn it around and it makes a different sound because that's attaching to buttons. So you have lots of different playability with this ship. It was really an expensive item when it first came out, the idea being that it was able to do a hell of a lot. And so when you're using, you know, these sorts of things with it, you get to play and recreate whole scenes. So that's the Queen Amidala Royal Naboo Starship, and it's one of the items that came out of the Phantom Menace. With the toys of the Phantom Menace, there were some play sets as well. There were other ships, of course, and this is one of the, I think, one of the nicer and more well thought out Hasbro toys that they brought out in that era. It's very well made. It stood the test of time. As I said, this is probably a 1999 release, so it's actually gone through quite a lot of playing when you get an 8-year-old who's really interested in Star Wars. So I hope that gives you an idea. This is a really nice ship. If you ever come across one second hand and it's got all the bits, make sure it comes with the droid and the droid holder. It needs to have the vulture droid with it. Obviously the electronics need to work. All of the ship's seats need to be there. The escape pod, the throne, and the landing,
Stairs.
The stairs, or the gangplank to get into the ship. Yep. Other than that, brilliant. Okay, this is a beautiful playset, so if you ever come across one in the wild, I would grab it. Make sure it's got all the bits you need, and it's well worth it. It's lots of playability, and it looks great. It's really a sleek looking ship, and it's, you know, over 3 feet long, so that's brilliant. If you're liking what I'm doing with these videos, leave a comment in the section below. I'm happy to talk back to you and see what we can come up with. I've got a lot more different videos on different toys that we're going to cover. So in this whole series, by all means, have a look at some of the other videos, and I'll catch you later. See you later. Bye.